All right, folks, this is the TQQQ. It is a kind of a mini version of the 3Qs NASDAQ ETF or index fund. Um, this is only trading for it's in the low 20s, you'll notice. And I'll just show you over here. The big QQQ is in the 200s, almost 290. You can, if you have an account where they'll let you do uh, partial shares, that would be something you could do there, and it would be probably be okay. I have a small amount in this account, and I just kind of wanted to play around with it a little bit. First of all, right now, let's start off. This is not trading advice. I made a video about this just the other day when I took this trade, and after watching it, I realized it kind of sounded like I was giving trading advice, and I'm not a licensed broker or anything like that. I'm not legally allowed to give advice. So this is not trading advice. This is what I'm doing. So just want to be clear on this, okay? So what I like to do on these, this is the daily chart. I like to trade reversals. And it's basically a 1, 2, 3 reversal. And it's also, you could call it a trend line, breaking the trend line. So here's one. Now, I was not in on this trade. This is one where it reversed from a 1, 2, 3. You had 1, 2, 3, and then it broke the two mark. It did not break it on this one, but it did on this one, and you had a good little run up there. So I think that was probably around 10 or 12 points. But the way where I put my stop is the piercing candle, the low of the piercing candle of the move. So that would be this one right here. And if I was in that, if I would have made that trade, I would have put my stop below that low. But it also, just so the way I do things too, is I may have taken a few shares out along the way. So here is my trade right now. Like I said, I did take this a few, I think it was a week or two ago. And here was the 1, the 2, and 3. And I realized it was very tight, but it looked like it had a chance, an opportunity to pop. And so I put my stop below that low, and I did get stopped out. Actually, I didn't get stopped out here. That line, it came right down to it, and then it stopped me out on this day right here, the 2nd of November. All right. So then yesterday I put in my another order uh, above this high right here. And if you look up here where the numbers are, this is 2264. I had my order in at 2265 stop, meaning it would not fill me until it broke that high, which it did yesterday on Friday, and had good volume with it and everything else. Now, this being the NASDAQ, uh, let me show you the correlation with, say, the big SPY, so which is the S&P. See, the S&P broke that high on Thursday, on the 10th of November. So you had your 1, 2, 3. It looks like it could go on up, and that's what I'm kind of banking on. This green line is the 50 moving average, and here's the this one is the 21, and then the blue is the 9. So everything is looking like it wants to go up. Let's get back over here to TQQ. There we go. Um, and this is all. This is just like I said. I trade reversals, and this is just looking perfect for me. This is now I learned this, or I was made aware of this little thing of using your stochastics and slow stochastic and RSI with the 50% line. I've learned that from a guy named Marcus Halketter. I think his name is. He's a German fellow that has his own website, and he's very famous, I guess, for trading. But it really rang true with what he looks for. Is that red line is the 50% line. Now, most people tell you do the 20 and the 80 or 30 and 70 and all that, and that's where you should be looking for your turnarounds. But he brought it to my attention that when it gets down by the 50% or up by the 50%, that's when it's going to make its move. So if you notice, this is that 1, 2, 3 I mentioned the other day. I mean, on the other chart, you have the 1, the 2, and the 3, and when it broke high, The big move, this was moving up, and when it finally crossed up in there above the 50, that had a good strong, that's where the good strong move happened. And the RSI gets kind of jumpy, but the slow stochastic is the one I really like, and which way it's moving. So when it was time to sell, you get out of that trade. I would put my order in to get out of that if I hadn't already taken profit. I probably would have put it below this low, because as it keeps going up, higher highs, higher lows, all that, when that fails, that's usually a good idea to start, for me, to start looking to get out. But now the slow stochastic is moving up to the red line. RSI is already gone. This is the MACD here. Everything's looking bullish. So that's why, another reason I took the trade. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to work. It's just it's all risk management. So you just take, or what I do is I take the one with the best odds. And I'll just show you where these in the past, if you look for those 1, 2, 3 reversals, they happen a lot. Here's one, came down, 1, 2, 3, broke up above the 50, went up for a ways. Now here's one where it got all jumbled up. You had the 1, 2, 3 reversal here, 1, 2, 3, didn't go very long. Then something like this, I would probably stay out of it just to until it got a good trend line. Now, here, this was kind of a good trend line if you just popped it from here to here, but it just once it's not working, you take your loss and sit on the sideline until another setup comes. That's the way I do it. Here's a good trend reversal right here. You go up here, 1, 2, 3, sell below that low. And the thing is what I'm looking at doing is, instead of selling short, if you go over here to the inverse of this, the way this way, I'm always in a buying mode. So here you have the 1, 2, 3, or the 1, 2, 3 here, and this is the this would be where you would be shorting the other one if you were going to short it. But here you're always in a buying position, which I'm not saying that's good or bad. I don't know, but like I said, I always use the piercing candle as the stop loss. So here's the 1, 2, 3. Once it broke above that little high right there, I put my stop in below that low, and I would have been safe. Okay. This is just some things I'm looking at. You do take your losses. You take small losses, and hopefully you make more money than you on your wins. You want to hang in there a little longer and try to make some money. But I'm just putting this up for just so people can look at it and maybe get another idea of how to make a trade that's low risk. And I think I'll probably shoot for about 32 on this one. That's $10, and I've already lost $1.30. And then my stop loss here, since I got in, I'm going to put my stop loss below this low right here of this candle, because in my opinion, if it didn't have enough push, it doesn't have enough push. It should go Monday. We'll see what happens, but it should continue on up. If not, I'll take my loss and regroup, check it out again. So anyway, I hope this helped you a little bit, and I appreciate you watching. If you don't subscribe right now, I'd like for you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, and you'll get a video, or you'll get notified every time I load a new video. And also be sure to like this video if you did like it. And I've been doing this game for a while. I started in 1989. We were drawing everything by hand and using a hand calculator. So I've seen the changes in the market. Some it's changed a lot, and then some things have not changed. So like I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.